Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. DIY number 1. For this I'm going to use a galvanized mirror looking frame, and this is actually so gorgeous and high-end looking. I'm just loving this. I wanted to somehow incorporate this, and I have this beautiful galvanized love sign which has a wooden background and the galvanized plate on the top. So all I'm trying to do is trying to stick this letters on top of this sign, and I'm trying to stick with this permanent glue and also hot glue in the center of the picture frame in a vertical way. I just love the look of it as is, and later I thought it needs a cute bow, so I went with one of this burlap bow from one of the signs, and all I'm trying to do is hot glue this burlap bow in one corner of the picture frame, and this calls it done. So what do you think? You have to let me know in the comment section. And this video would be part of 5 under 5 DIY challenge, and this is hosted by Missie over Crafty Cow DIY, and another host is Emily over Farm Charm Chic, and the guest host would be Ellie from DIY from House to Home. And the theme would be Valentine, home decor, and more. And I'll leave the links of their channels in my description box as well as the playlist of all the participants. So now let's move on to DIY number 2. For this, I'm actually taking one of this beautiful mirror looking container, and this looks like a vintage potion holding container, and that's actually the look I'm going over here. So I'm covering this glass looking topper with some of this antique wax, and to give dull down the shine as well as to give like a vintage look over there. So I'm just brushing it, dry brushing, so it just dulls down the shine over there. And once that is done, I also have this cute vintage looking stickers which I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going with one of the sticker which says love, and it has beautiful ornate decoration around it. So I'm going to take that and stick on the bottle just like that, and this is the one part of the decoration. Now I also have to have a tag for this love potion, so I got this tags from Dollar Tree, from the, I think it's from the school supply section, and I pull off one of the tag, and I have to distress this with the antique wax. I'm just mixing a little bit of water, and then I'm trying to distress all around it. And I'm also going to stick one of this rub-on stickers. I just cut down the love, and also taking one of the another the Valentine themed sticker. I'm only grabbing one of the rose which is antique and vintage looking, so I'm going to cut down that rose, and I'm also going to rub on that piece of a rose somewhere around the tag. I'll see where it actually goes and sits properly. Now I'm removing the plastic filming on top of it, and I'm trying to rub that love's rub-on sticker with back of my brush, so you can use the scraper as well. And that love sticker is stuck. Now I'm going to stick this beautiful rose in one corner, and I'm going to write potion with one of the thin pointer Sharpie in black color, and I'm going to write potion in a cursive handwriting, so it looks like vintage and old kind of a look there. Now I found the right spot to stick my rose, so I'm going to stick the rub-on sticker rose, and then stick it in that gap. And now the tag is completely done, and I'm going to attach this tag around the bottle just like that, and I'm going to circle it several times around the mouth of the jar, and so the tag fits tight and secure. And I also distressed a little bit of the thread with antique wax, and this is how it looks after it is done. So you have to let me know what you think about it. And on to DIY number 3. For this I took one of this galvanized home sign from Dollar Tree, and I wanted to actually give like a vintage home look over there, and also give like a love theme. So I just took a little bit of antique wax, and I'm trying to distress the border of the home just to give like a farmhouse look also there. So I'm trying to, dry brush all around the home, just like that, using the flat brush. So I'm going to also cover the wood part. The wood looks fresh. It has to look a little bit of distressed and old, and that's the look we are going over here. It's actually a vintage farmhouse style that I'm trying to do with the galvanized pieces from Dollar Tree. And I'm also trying to do the dry brushing all over the wood surface as well, front, back and sides. And I'm going to let it dry, and after it is dried, I'm going to decorate with some of the vintage looking roses stickers from Dollar Tree. Now the home sign is dried and ready to be decorated, and this is the vintage looking roses that I was talking about. It was in the sticker section, and it's so beautiful. It is like having a nice metallic look, as well as it goes well with this galvanized pieces. So I'm just taking two of these beautiful roses and sticking them in an angle, and I didn't want to overcrowd it. I just want to do only two, and this is looking gorgeous already. And this needs a bow now. I already created a bow with this burlap polka dotted ribbon, and I created a bow, and I'm just sticking it on top of the house with a dab of a hot glue, just like that. So what do you think? I'm just loving this beautiful home. You have to let me know. On to DIY number 4. For this, I have this galvanized bucket from Dollar Tree, and I'm also trying to distress it with the same antique wax on top of the bucket, as well as in the bottom, and also the handles, and wherever that circular metallic part where the handles hold up, everywhere. So basically it should look like an old vintage farmhouse bucket. So that's the look I'm going over here anyway. So yeah, I'm going to distress all around, and I'm going to let it dry, and I'll come back and decorate with the stickers. I got this beautiful farmhouse stickers from the sticker section. I just took like LOVE, and I just stuck it on the bucket. And I also have this another farmhouse looking stickers, so I just stuck heart shape in the place of O, and I also stuck some of the roses and some greenery all around it. And now it needs some more decorations on top of the bucket, so I just went with this berry string with red berries. So I'm just going to take a piece of it and hot glue it all around the bucket, just like that. And now the bucket is decorated with the berry. Now I need to stuff this with some of the plastic bags to get some depth, and after that I just stuck with a little bit of Spanish moss with hot gluing it all around it, just like that. Now I have this beautiful wooden laser cut hearts, and they're so beautiful. Each one is having a unique design on it. So I just picked out 3 of them. And I also have this reed diffuser sticks that I collected from my old reed diffusers. So I'm just taking 3 of them, and I'm also distressing them with this antique wax with a little bit of water mixture. So as you know, I'm going with vintage farmhouse look over here. So all these wood pieces should look like little distress. So that's the look I'm going here anyway. So I'm just sticking this beautiful heart to these reed sticks. Then I thought of attaching it all 3 together instead of having it separately, and I thought like it will give a better look if I bunch it together. And I also got one of this foam heart from one of the flower bunch, and I also wanted to distress it. I also wanted to include a little bit of a red pop of a color over there, so I'm just distressing the shine out of it, and I'm going to let it dry. And after it is dried, I'm going to insert into the bucket just like that, a little bit of a hot glue, and I'm going to bring all these hearts together, and I'm going to arrange it in like that, all 3, and I'm going to stick one of the burlap ribbon which came in another side. And I'm inserting into the bucket with a little bit of cardboard pieces of heart, and this is how it looks after it is completely done. So what do you think? I'm loving it. On to DIY number 5. For this I'm using one of this galvanized envelope from Dollar Tree, and I'm just not going to do much. It's actually a quick hack, I would say. And I'm taking one of this jute twine and I'm creating a hand bow just like that, like you're saying, and I'm going to stick it on top of this red bow with a little bit of a hot glue. And how beautiful that is with red and brown. I'm loving that look. I'm also going to take a little bit of styrofoam with a little bit of a hot glue. I'm just inserting it into the envelope, and I have this bunch of beautiful orange red flowers, and they're just new and they're so beautiful. I just took one rose out of that, and I'm going to also stick one of the leaf and some of this beautiful orange red roses all around it with some greenery. I want to go with a nice beautiful floral arrangement over here, so I'm just taking some of the greenery and tiny bits of roses and trying to stick it with a dab of a hot glue around. There you have it, it's all done. So you have to let me know what you think about it. I'm just loving the whole look of it. And this is the final reveal of all my 5 projects, and this is my very first project. And this is a beautiful picture frame with a mirror glass frame, and also have this galvanized wooden sign. I just stuck it with a cute bow on the top, and I just scattered one of this white heart from one of the packet that I have. And this is envelope with red roses everywhere with a cute bow. And this envelope is already pre-decorated. I don't need to do much. It's already distressed. It is already giving me the vintage farmhouse look that I'm going over here. And all I did was attached a cute jute bow and some flowers, and that's all it needs. And this is another galvanized bucket with love sticker all over it, and some florals, farmhouse florals, and some cardboard pieces. The corrugated surface of the cardboard pieces, I made like a hearts out of it, and I just inserted all over it, so to say that the love grows over here. And this beautiful red heart, and also some of this laser cut wooden hearts with a bow. It looks so gorgeous. I'm just loving this piece. You have to let me know what you think about it in the comment section. The next one is this beautiful love potion container, and this is my favorite of all. Using rub-on stickers, I just stuck love and one of the flower, and I wrote potion with some of the distressed cap and one of this love sticker from Dollar Tree, which has like a ornate design everywhere. So doesn't this give like a vintage farmhouse look? I'm getting it, so you have to let me know in the comment section. I also like it a lot. Like you saw the process, I distressed it and stuck this beautiful vintage looking roses and some bow. And this is all a beautiful set of DIYs that I'm in love with, and I'm going with this vintage farmhouse style DIY with my galvanized pieces from Dollar Tree. So I'm loving each and every one, so you have to let me know what you think about it. So these are the few of the ideas that I want to share with you all today in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching and working along with me. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you would consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And like I always say, thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you again.